Hello, this is Archivist Zarin. Welcome to my study. Today, I'm going to be playing Dark Souls 1 Remastered. Though, I'm not only going to be playing the game. Basically, what my idea is, as I put in the title, Same Build Runs, is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to be playing Dark Souls 1 and going for a specific build, and then playing Dark Souls 2 with that same build, and then Dark Souls 3 with the same build, and then Elden Ring. You guessed it, with the same build. So, this build isn't just random, it's pretty much one of the first builds I ever did in Dark Souls, back when I first played Dark Souls 1. And it's based on a character in my
The Lord of Sunlight and his faithful knights, and the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenge the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
Man, I've always loved that opening cinematic. I mean, honestly, all the Dark Souls openings are pretty good, but I think this one has to
Yes,
be my
indeed.
second favorite.
The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Or undead.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
That sounds dramatic.
This is your fate.
I mean, I get a pretty roomy cell, honestly. It's not that bad. Oh. It's raining men. Hallelujah. There goes Oscar. What a Chad. You know, some people don't really like Oscar, but I don't know, I'm a fan of him. He breaks me out of jail, so you gotta give him credit for that. So yeah, I have played this game probably at least 5 or 6 times over the course of, like, the last decade. So I'm probably not going to be going very slowly. At least for the first few bosses, I'm probably going to be practically speedrunning it. But there is a certain point where I get a bit less familiar with the game, which is probably around Sen's Fortress. That's probably about the cutoff. But until then, we're just gonna speed right through here. Our first goal, well, aside from getting out of the asylum, is going to be probably getting my claymore, because that's going to be my main weapon for the run. And that is on the bridge with the Hellkite Drake, which means I'll need to defeat Taurus Demon to get there, which luckily this class starts with pretty much the most OP melee weapon that you can start with, the mace. We'll just throw that on there. No shield, because who needs shields anyways? Big old backstab on this guy. Easiest game of my life. Oh. I can usually get that pretty well. But I am kind of hurrying through it, so I didn't exactly play it safe there.
Oh, I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Sure thing, boss.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. In thine exodus from the undead asylum, maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope.
Very specific.
Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
You don't have to tell me twice. I'm out of here. I skipped the first couple lines of his dialogue because I am so used to just speed running this entire game. But then I realized I should probably actually let him speak, because I want to be able to pay attention to the lore in these runs. Alright, probably have enough time to put on our talisman here. Yeah, the mace, it's good, but it has the major weakness in this game of being a heavy weapon. So if I miss any attack with it, it's gonna stagger me. Which is not preferable, but you know, it is what it is. Let's heal up a bit here. So back when I was younger, when I first made the Avara character, I had basically assigned her to have a claymore because I didn't exactly understand what a claymore was exactly. I only knew the pop culture version of a claymore, though I always try to be historically accurate in my books. So eventually I ended up changing it from a claymore to a Highland sword, or no, a Lowland sword, that's it, which is a slightly more historical term for a Scottish giant, you know, two-handed sword. But in this game it's still called a claymore, so we're gonna be going with that. But I'll also be getting a parrying dagger if I want to be doing any parrying, because that's, you know, the character doesn't use a shield, so I'll need to use the only other thing in the game that can parry that isn't a shield.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
I like how my character just stands there and accepts it, just like, you know what, this is normal.
Leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
You know, I'm quite lucky that bird was there. You know, because that was a cliff. I don't know why I was even walking towards it. Like, there's nowhere to go past that point. And I just, by chance, this bird happened to be there and picked me up. Quite grateful for that. You know, looking at it objectively, like, a lot of things had to go perfectly for Dark Souls 1 to even happen. Like, we had to be the person that Oscar threw the corpse into their cell. Oscar had to be there. And then he had to give us the Estus flask, because I don't think many people would be able to beat the game without one. I mean, I'm sure people have beaten the game without one, but probably not the average player. Alright. And so we needed Oscar to be there. We needed him to drop the key in our cell. We needed to be able to beat that first boss, and then the bird had to be there to bring us here. So all of that had to go just for us to get this far.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the
Observant, isn't this guy?
undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out.
I don't know.
There are
Anything could be worse than rotting in a cell.
2 bells One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them
Fun.
both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you.
It won't?
Off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
It is indeed. I'm here to follow cryptic riddles and random leads that sad people sitting on rocks give me. Oh, I forgot. The most important step in starting any new Dark Souls run. I need to grab the most powerful item in the game. You know, it's quite odd that they made it so that the most powerful object is right next to where you start. It's just down here in this this here graveyard. That's the word for it. I'm just gonna run past these guys because they don't bother me at all. And I would probably be in more trouble trying to kill them than if I just ignored them. And here we are, the most powerful item. The binoculars. You need them to, you know, do nothing in particular in Anor Londo. The people who know, know. But now that that has been... Oh, there's more loot down here. I should probably grab that. Even though the skeletons are probably going to kill me. But, you know, that's fine. Alright, easy enough. Now back to the bonfire before these guys slice my head off. Now I could get the parrying dagger pretty early, and I'll probably try to do that because I don't have many souls on me. That's down in New Londo Ruins, which is part of the reason why I got that master key. No response, she cannot speak. Quite unfortunate. So we'll head down to New Londo Ruins, get the Firekeeper souls. That's what they're called in this game. I almost called it a sacred tier, but that's certainly not what it is. Is it? Man, it's been a long time. I can't remember if the Firekeeper souls are the equivalent of a sacred tier or a golden seed in this game. But either way, it improves our Estus, so we're gonna do that. And the parrying dagger's further in, but I don't exactly have a way to kill the ghosts. I mean, I do in here, but I don't really want to try that this early. So I'm just going to try to run past them all. And if I die, I die, but I'm at least going to be getting that Firekeeper soul first. Maybe the parrying dagger. If I can remember where it is. We'll see. I'll probably die, but who cares? Don't knock me off. Alright. Run back across. That was close. Let's keep going, shall we? No, nothing spooky to see here. Just regular old item farming. That's kind of the issue of coming back to this game after so long and having played it so many times, is I kind of already know everything about the game. Maybe not everything, but almost everything. There we go. Time to jump into the abyss. I mean, I probably could have tried to run back, but, you know, for 70 or 91 souls, I don't think that's really a worthwhile endeavor. But we're back, and we can equip the parrying dagger. Unable to wield it efficiently. Well, what does it require? Let's see. I can't tell from here. I think I need to go to the inventory tab. Let's see. Parrying dagger. Nope. It is this. Okay. I need 14 decks for this. Can I still parry with it, though? Let's see. It looks like I can. I'm just not really able to fight with it, but I should still be able to parry. So let's go with that. All right. Now just fight our way through this area quite easily. Of course, I'm getting all cocky about it. So of course things like that'll happen. Yeah, I need to stop treating this like my 500th playthrough and treat it more as my first playthrough in like 3 years. Or else I'm just gonna keep stumbling around trying to speed through everything. Yeah, I might want to go up first, get rid of the firebomb guy, so I'm not in as much of a rush to get that item. Man, that guy has bad aim. That guy was 2 feet in front of his face. I don't know how he missed. You think I can get to and from the bottom of the aqueduct area to get that item without dying? I don't know if I can, but I'll see what I can do. Man, the mace is so overpowered. Just one-shot everything. Aha. Alright, easy part has been completed. Getting back is the tough one. You know, I don't know why I always come over here to get this, because I don't even use Rings of Sacrifice. Like, at all. Maybe once in the first part of the Seath fight, but other than that, I don't think I use them ever. And you get multiple of them throughout the game, so I don't know why I always come in here. Get on my way, rat. We're through the loudest water in the world. Should be a world record. I know I said I should stop treating this like a speed run, but I'm still kind of speeding through it. Just kind of doing the rounds that you always do. Missing all the enemies. Get the ever important rubbish. No fair. Why does he get to be invincible in his climbing up animation? I mean, I guess I can roll at any moment, so it's pretty fair. Alright, now I'm going to do one attempt of the skip. Nope, didn't work. Okay. If I had gotten it that first try, though, I'd be pretty impressed with myself. Oh, come on. I could have made that. Alright, so we're close to the claymore, and I already have the parrying dagger. But out of all the Dark Souls games, I feel like Dark Souls 1 is the one that's going to have the least effect gained out of miracles, because I don't know, I mean, they have healing miracles aplenty in this but they don't really do much else. Like, the only offensive ones that I know of are Sunlight, or no, it's Sunlight Blade and the Lightning Spear. That's about it. So my offensive capability is mostly going to come just from the Claymore, but having some extra healing will definitely not go amiss. And today I'm only going to be streaming for like 2 hours approximately, until about 1 o'clock probably, or thereabouts whenever I get to a good stopping place. Let's continue on. I wonder if I can first try Taurus Demon. Maybe. I mean, I used to have so much trouble with them, but... You know, I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls games since the last time I played this, so in theory, I might just be a lot better than I used to be back then. Or I might be a lot worse. Who knows? We'll see. But this is a good, it's a good chill challenge, just kind of playing through the game with the same builds. Very nice to get me acclimated to the Dark Souls games, because I'll probably be doing quite a few challenge runs of the Dark Souls games over the course of my channel's existence. Because Dark Souls and challenge runs go together quite nicely. But while Dark Souls 1 might be the easiest, because I've played it a million times, I think Dark Souls 2 is going to probably be the hardest. Because it's not only a game that I've never finished, but I've barely gotten into at all. So, we'll see how that goes. You know, because for that one I could legitimately put first playthrough, because I've never finished it. I've played some of it. Probably got through the first couple zones. I think No Man's Wharf is the farthest I've ever gotten in that game, but it would be nice to finally beat it. You know, it's been kind of my arch nemesis when it comes to Dark Souls games for quite some time. I think I can kill the Black Knight. I think I can. Let's see if we can get a backstab, shall we? Maybe not, but I used to be able to. Nice. Okay. Got the backstab. But that was the easy part. Now comes the very much harder part. Getting the consecutive backstabs. Wonder if I can get a heal off here. Probably not. Well, it healed the exact same amount that he did damage, so I call that a win. I'm glad that I staggered him there. That would have been bad for me. Ow. Drink. And it's kind of jarring every time I come back to this game how you can't move at all while drinking Estus. Like, it seems like a comparatively small detail until you don't have it anymore. Like, going from Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring straight back to Dark Souls 1 is very difficult because of that. Yeah. Alright, so this guy's being a bit of a troublemaker, but I've almost got him. Oh, why didn't I use the parrying dagger? Jeez. Yeah, I could have destroyed that guy in like just a few hits if I had actually used the parrying dagger. I kind of forgot that I grabbed that. Ooh, should I fight Havel? Can you roll through that? I don't know if you can. Alright, so that proves it. I can indeed parry, even though I can't equip the parrying dagger effectively. Very good to know. Let's heal up once more, and then go say hello to good old Havel. I should probably get my parrying dagger ready. There we go. It's been a long time since I fought this guy. We'll see how that goes. Probably badly. Especially because I don't really have much health nor armor, so he's probably gonna one-shot me if he ever gets an attack through. But I've fought him probably 20 times at least, so hopefully I'll remember his parry timings just with muscle memory. Alright. I'm gonna do that like 50 more times. And luckily the parry dagger, I think, has the highest, the most parry frames out of anything in the game. I'm not sure. The buckler might have the same number, but I'm not exactly sure. And there we go. Just an instant too early on the parry, and I get one shot. Let's try that again, shall we? I was gonna say this time I'll have full heals, but I don't think that's really gonna be, oh gosh. I don't think that's really gonna be coming in handy, seeing as how he kills me in one hit. Hey Void, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Does the barrel respawn? No, the barrel does not respawn. That's good. Yeah, this guy is just sitting. Okay, there we go. He was just trying to block me. Didn't want me killing Havel. Just working? Yeah, I get that. I'm working on streaming, personally, as you may be able to tell. Thank you for the follow earlier as well. I noticed that both you and Morg followed me, so I'm very appreciative of that. Oh no. Okay, this is I did not expect them to follow me in here. I didn't remember they did that. Alright then. I guess I'm not just gonna be able to run past everything. At least with killing Havel. I could probably just go kill the boss, but you know, now it's one of those personal things. Yes, that it is indeed a bad time. And now I'm just like muscle memory running past everything again. It's probably not good. But you know, they wouldn't follow me back in there 2 times in a row. That would just be rude. And also, not learning from your mistakes is the definition of insanity, so we should probably clean these guys up before it becomes an issue. And there they are, okay. I was like, is that it? Are they done? There's a lot of them, and my mace is very slow. What was that dodge? Jeez. That guy's better at dodging than I am in this game. What the heck? Alright. Let's heal up a bit. Indeed, yeah, I mean, I've seen them dodge my attacks before, but that was just incredibly fluid. I've never seen them do that before. Alright, Havel. This is technically round 2 because last time we were interrupted so rudely. Yeah, I mean, getting faster after you die is a bit odd, seeing as how you'd think your tendons and muscles and everything would be rotted, but I suppose not. Although I still don't exactly know what the hollows in this game are. Are they undead, or are they just like... I guess they're undead. Yeah, they are undead, but are they like the classic zombie type of undead, or are they still kind of living to a degree? It kind of makes you wonder, like, they don't really eat, and they can resurrect after dying at a bonfire. So how do they work? course, you know, it's Dark Souls. I guess you're not supposed to really be thinking logically. Almost halfway done with Havel Boy. Ugh. It's like I see my life flash before my eyes every time that hammer comes down at me. Because I know if I don't parry it right, that is my imminent demise. And just like that. That time I was a second too late on the parry. Okay. I think we might need to give up on Havel for the moment and just go straight for the boss. Because yeah, I'm a bit too rusty to be 1v1ing Havel right now. I don't even really need what he drops, so I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into it. So we'll just grab our souls again and head straight for the boss fight. Yeah, it really is. I mean, he is wearing armor made out of literal stone, so I can't really say I'm surprised, but still, it's a bit unfair if you ask me. You know, I'm wearing like a robe here, and he's wearing literal like a mountain on him, so I don't know if that's a fair fight. And his weapon is bigger than I am. That is not an innuendo, by the way. Alright, so the boss is upstairs, so I kind of need to get past all these losers. Which is easy, because they all spread themselves out so periodically. Oh yeah, no, for his, like, armor set, just to wield it, I think you need, like, a ton of strength and endurance. Of course, I guess you could technically wield it at any point, you just wouldn't be able to roll at all, because you'd be too heavy. But his weapon, certainly, you can't swing that without a significant amount of strength. Alright, first real boss. Should be easy enough. And I'm not gonna be doing the cheese with this guy. Dude, what was that guy shooting at? He was like, the guy was by the ladder 5 seconds ago. I'll just shoot there again. You know, I think the undeath has rotted his brain. Alright, come at me, bro. Oh gosh. Missed my first attack. That's a very good sign for how this boss fight's gonna go. Yeah, jump backward. That's gonna help you a lot. You know, another thing you miss when going from Elden Ring to this is omnidirectional rolling. In this game, you can only roll one of the 4 cardinal directions, which really does not help. Yeah, they're like faster than any normal human somehow, but I guess the eyes deteriorate first when you die? Maybe? He stepped on me. That's rude. Or, you know, if you're into that, I guess he's doing you a favor, but I don't know. Alright, well, first boss. Not too bad. About as difficult as I remember it. That is not the game beat. That is, what, like 1/20th of the game beat? I forget how many bosses this game has. I should probably activate the dragon. But here's where I get my first weapon, which will be replacing this old mace. Even though the mace is arguably a better weapon, but you know. Alright, lore time.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it.
I think I do look kind of hollow.
An adherent of the Lord of Sunlight.
I mean, look at me.
Now that I am
I'm
undead,
no spring
I have come
chicken.
to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange?
I like how you say you don't play Dark Souls, but then you know exactly who this guy is.
I get
And the
my
praise the sun meme. I mean, he is quite infamous.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Indeed. Yes, of course.
The way I
Go ahead with your proposition.
Our fates appear to be intertwined.
Mm-hmm,
In a
mm-hmm.
land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance?
Probably
What
not.
do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Sure thing.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
Thanks.
Amidst
I won't use it.
beings in a strange land, the flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers.
It's dangerous
and
to go
remains
alone. Take
hidden and
this.
obscure.
Yes,
There's no telling
exactly.
how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps
Good
between
old
the worlds,
jolly
and
cooperation.
engage in jolly cooperation.
Hey, you stole my line.
We're not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura.
Mm-hmm.
If you miss it, you must be blind.
Well, I am kind of hollow. I mean, look at my eyes aren't even really eyes. They just kind of look like deep pits. So I very well could be blind. Though, kind of makes you wonder, because I am kind of seeing everything from a third person's perspective. Not really sure how I'm seeing anything at all, but... Alright, Drake. And he didn't even fire his breath at me. What's that about? What am I, not worth your time, dragon? Man. Can you believe this guy? He's just sitting up there, like, mocking me. I don't know what that's about. I mean, come on, dude. I haven't even opened the shortcut. I should probably do that. Yeah, I've never had that happen. He usually starts firing at me the second I go on the bridge. Alright, well, I don't even need the rest of the bonfire. I've already been there. But shortcut unlocked. Alright, dude. You think you're better than me? Oh, of course you don't. Okay. So now he responds. What the heck? Now we just sit here and dance. Mock him for a while, you know? There he goes. And we risk death by picking up the items while he's here. 'Cause, yeah, that's just what smart people do. And we're in. He is devastated, yeah. I mean, I got past his guard that easily. He's probably very embarrassed. Alright, well, I got the claymore there. Which means I can switch over to that. Unless I don't have the strength to wield it. I do. Oh, need to wield it in both hands to use it efficiently. Alright. So this is what I'll be using for the rest of the game. And once I get a bit more strength, I'll be able to one-hand it, which will be a bit of a revolution. But first I need to upgrade it, because it's kind of sucky. If I have both of these, I can't wield either of my weapons. This is a great combo. I'm gonna try the forbidden technique, which is to parry something and then switch to two hands. Nope, it did not work. Because I think if you do it right, you can parry and then switch to two-handed and then riposte. There we go. Yes. Oh gosh. That is a fast attack for a great sword. Because he is one-handing it, so he's kind of a Chad. I should probably expect that. Yes, I am indeed Braveheart. Sadly, the game doesn't have blue face paint as an item you can wield, so you know, my Braveheart cosplay is never gonna be complete. Alright, let's try this again after getting my souls. There we go. I just need to wait a minute. That is true. Which is funny because this character in my books actually does lead a revolution, so it definitely would not be out of character for her. Oof. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's the consequence of not being able to move while drinking. Maybe I should have retreated down the stairs first, but I'm kind of a glutton for punishment, so we're gonna keep at this. But you know, this is Dark Souls, so everyone other than speedrunners makes many a mistake. Yeah, I'm going down these stairs. Uh-oh. So apparently I need to kill that guy. You know, at this rate, I think I need a counter for the number of times that enemies have followed me up or down stairs to kill me while I'm trying to kill a bigger enemy. I mean, it's very specific, but it's happened twice now, so I have the feeling that that's not the end of it. Alright, but at least I got my souls first, so no harm, no foul, really. Yeah, this guy's probably sick of me. It's like, oh, this... See, he was ready. He was ready for me to walk up those stairs. He's like, this guy again. Why do I deal with these? Oh. I'm having too much fun making fun of him. I need to actually focus. And maybe even put the mace back on so I can actually parry correctly. Okay. Back to it. We kill this guy. Just 14 damage at a time. We got it. Then we run up here. Grab our souls wherever those might be. Nope. Didn't time it right. Okay. Him falling down the stairs canceled his attack. Alright. Here we go. Two hand and nope. Ow. Yeah, I was getting the timing so well last time. Let's do some healing spells. He obviously can't come down these stairs. He's too big. Never mind. Ow. Alright, so we're just gonna say I killed that guy, and we're gonna move on. You know, come back to him later. He's obviously not gonna follow me all the way down here. Yeah. See, he's scared of me. So now we're gonna come down here into the arguably even harder area, filled with rats. Oof. Hate those guys. Yeah, because in Elden Ring, the rats don't give poison. Here they do. Could have sworn there was an item down here. I guess not. Okay, then I came down here for nothing. That's great. Yeah, because in Elden Ring, I think the dogs sometimes give bleed, the rats don't give anything. But here, I think rats give poison, some dogs give bleed. Everything kills you. It's pretty great. My character's, I think, fat rolling? Mid rolling, I think? I don't know. It isn't a light roll, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna drink some Sunny D. The one benefit of this weapon is I can break their guard in one hit. And my character can headbang. It's always fun. Let's see. Wonder if I can make the jump to that guy. I've done it before. It's been a long time. Let's try. I didn't even jump at all. Alright, hi Piggy. You ready for your checkup? He's kind of... Okay, there you go. I was gonna say, it's more concerning that he isn't attacking me. He's just staring at me menacingly the whole time. Alright. Now we have the height of fashion. That is probably also gonna make me heavy roll. Yeah. Very fashionable. Hey, I mean, it may be rude, but he deserved it. You know, he's the one that came at me originally. Except he kind of didn't. I kind of came at him. But, you know, we're going to ignore it. We're going to say that he came at me and that it was self-defense. Alright, that's cleared out. Alright. Plunging attack never fails. Except for that time earlier this stream where that failed, but we're gonna ignore that. Yeah, okay, this helmet, it's fashionable, but honestly, if an enemy is directly in front of me, I cannot see them because my head is just too big now. So we're gonna take that off, and let's see there we go. We're gonna take that off for now because we need some more endurance before we can actually roll with it. And we need to be fighting bigger enemies so I can actually see them. Oh no. The weakest yet strongest enemy in the game. Their attacks are weak, but the spamming is strong. Oh yeah, I missed that item. Carefully. Oh, when I first played this game, I had such a bad computer that these areas wouldn't load in, like at all. It just, my computer could not handle the game one bit. And so what would happen is I was in that room back there where the ladder was, and the entire room would be empty, but the ladder would be there. And so I was able to walk up the ladder, and the floor still had collision, luckily. So I was able to traverse it, but it was kind of crazy. And one time, during this period of being, not being able to see the floor or anything loading in correctly, I got invaded. Because, you know, in Dark Souls 1, if you're ever in human form, you can get invaded. Except I'm playing offline right now, so it doesn't apply to me. But back then I was playing online, and I was invaded. And the place wasn't loaded in, and I was kind of freaking out. I was like, oh no, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna find me and kill me, I gotta run. And so I just ran, and I figured out that I had accidentally run through what was supposed to be a fog wall. But my computer didn't load the collision of the fog wall into the game yet. So on the invaders screen, I just run through a fog wall without any, like, animation or anything. I just phased straight through it. And he was probably so confused. Totally messed up that timing. Sad. Does a pig respawn? Hope the pig doesn't respawn. I won't have to go through that again. You know, I can only give so many colonoscopies a day, you know, and I already had to give him 2, so... Okay, yeah, he doesn't come back. So let's learn nothing from our previous struggles and just run through everyone. Man, life will be so much easier once I can one-hand my weapon, because two-handed this can only swing downwards, but one-handed it like swings in a wide arc, and you can actually hit things more efficiently with it. They're coming. I should probably clear them out so they don't follow me to the ends of the earth. But yeah, I still need to get my souls back. It would be a shame if I lost all those. Oh gosh. See, plunging attack always works. Alright. I almost lost all my souls in the same second as saying it would be a shame if I lost all my souls. That would be incredibly ironic. Let's continue on. Back through the places we've already been multiple times now. How is that guy still alive? Okay. He's had the smallest sliver of health ever. Let's see. We need our parrying dagger for this guy. Oh, this guy's coming first. Okay. That's a predicament. Let's advance in the opposite direction. Okay. Did he? No, he's still here. Okay, I thought he retreated for a second. There we go. Okay. I need to remember to two-hand my weapon again. Because that's what happens if you don't. There we go. Main threat's taken care of. Yeah, that's the easy variant of those guys. They're Balder Knights. And there's the longsword variant, which is that guy, and then there's the rapier variant. And those guys really suck. Hey, you. Got the key to my basement. There we go. Now I'm quickly approaching the gargoyle boss, and I'm not looking forward to that. Because no matter how many times I play this game, the gargoyles absolutely beat me up. Like, I don't think I've ever had a run where I don't die at least twice to those guys. So maybe this time will be different. Probably not, but maybe. You gotta stay hopeful. That guy goes dodging me again. What the heck? Got their friend in the back being range support. There we go. Hey, I got another humanity. This guy. Should I run past him or just fight him? Should probably fight him. And that would be the respectable thing to do. But since when have I been respectable? Dude, can you do no slam attack? So I know that you are open for me to hit you? Ow. Oof. I need to heal. Thank you for giving me the opening. Oh gosh. Oh Lord, he coming. Dark Souls 1. Back when the enemy attack patterns were straightforward and they didn't spam attacks. Oh. Yeah, that was perfect timing. I didn't even plan that. Yeah, this is one of the few enemies that do spam attacks. Specifically that one slam attack that they do twice in a row. I'm gonna heal up using my little spell. This is a bad place to fight you in. But just one more hit. Come on. Oh. That is just rude. Like, instead of just dying, you had to heal. That's, you know, it's against the rules. Alright, we grab this. Try not to die to the sorcerer and activate the shortcut. Should I try to do the gargoyles immediately? Because I could. Or I could, like, farm some materials, maybe. Nah, I'm not gonna go. I could go back to the asylum, but I don't feel like I'm ready to deal with that just yet. Mimic? You know, it's really funny, whenever I play a randomizer run of this game, these chests can all sometimes randomly be mimics. So now I'm always just somewhat on edge whenever I come back here. There's 4 different chances for mimics. Now, as long as I don't die, which I don't see how I could, but if I don't, I should be able... Oh, hey. Are the skeletons gonna give up, or are they gonna be behind me? Either way, I have to talk to this fatso.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
You know, I've never known if it's just his armor. It might just be really padded, kind of like the Onion Bro. I don't know.
Hello there. I realize that I have.
He also has the bowl
requested that
cut.
we retain our distance, but
I don't know.
also want you
Back
to
in these
know
days, that might have been the height
that
of
it is
fashion,
not
but
meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead.
I take his lunch money. I think he
Oh
teaches us
my.
incantations.
Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yeah, probably.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
I already belong to this covenant.
Now,
Okay.
let me share my miracles.
I guess my
Only
class
their
starts in the
ultimate
covenant?
effectiveness
Probably.
will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Let's see. What is this guy? First, learn Jester, of course. Most important thing to do. Okay, we got Great Heal. We got Homeward. Honestly, Homeward is probably one of the more important spells in this game. But I don't want to spend all my money on that. Especially because I don't even think I have the faith to use them yet. But we'll get there. Back up the elevator. Yeah, my character's not looking too good. Probably use some moisturizer. But luckily, Dark Souls isn't a beauty contest. Except Elden Ring. I definitely think people try to make as good looking a characters as possible in Elden Ring, because you never end up being hollowed. So your good looking characters never turn into beef jerky. Alright. So I think I've gotten 3 Titanite shards. So I should be able to get my Claymore to +2. And then use the rest of my souls to level up. Hopefully I'll be able to get to a point where I can one-hand this Claymore.
I'm Andre of Astora.
Hey, Andre.
Require smithing, then speak to me.
I do indeed. Let's see. Reinforce weapon. Claymore. Okay, so I only got 2 shards, but that was enough to get to +2. Which is very nice. Learn gesture. Hurrah, yes. I think that's it. Yeah. Now we go level up strength and face the gargoyles. Yeah, so 16 is the cutoff where I can then use my weapon, which is very nice. And then we'll just keep faith and strength equal, and I should probably get vitality, because that's probably important. Alright. So now I can actually parry things effectively, and I can one-hand like this. Very fun. Which actually, for this next area, is going to be crucial. Because there's a lot of enemies that I need to AoE hit before I get to the gargoyle. That is not the button I wanted to press. Well, we're going into the gargoyle with 1 less heal. And I'll need to parry this dude. But being on the stairs, it's hard to get that riposte. Dude, you wanna attack? There we go. Can't really see anything, but I'll just trust that I actually riposted him correctly. Yep. And there's this guy. Mr. Oinyon. And then these dudes, whom we do not want to let hit us. Never mind, he hit me anyway. Okay. Because yeah, these Mr. Wololo buffed these dudes quite heftily. And they can kind of two-shot you. So let's try to heal. Hope that their buff runs out. Hey, it ran out. Okay. Never mind, it only ran out on that guy. Getting my hopes up. Ow. Alright, it's almost the last. There we go. That should be all of them. Maybe. Hopefully. Now we can go beat up the wizard. He didn't drop anything, okay. To the boss. Or I should probably go this way. Unlock that guy. I'm not a fan of him. But I need to kill him to get his epic ring. Though I don't think I'll be using that ring this run. It's a bit overpowered. And it kind of defeats the purpose, I think. Especially because it's only obtainable in this game. So I wouldn't be able to really copy-paste the build over to Dark Souls 2 if I had that ring on me. mostly.
I am in luck. Could you help me?
Maybe.
As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Hey.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec.
Lautrec, that's it.
I truly appreciate this, and I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Oh, I'll be squeezing a reward out of you later. Once again, not an innuendo. Alright, we got 2 humanities on us. I don't really want to lose that to the gargoyle, so we just need to win. You know, it's that simple. Just don't lose. I could probably summon Sunbro, but that also kind of defeats the purpose of, you know, especially because this is the first game and the game that I'm most adept at. So if I was summoning people here, it'd be kind of sad. All right, gargoyle, here I come. This cinematic is so funny when you're doing the randomizer mod, because it just like stretches the enemy's model to try to fit this guy's shape, and it does not work at all. Maybe I should do a randomizer run someday. Oh, one shot the tail. Very nice. Alright. Here comes the fun part. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Medium rolling is not helping in this situation. Alright, that's one of them. And I'm dead, okay. Oh, that fire is brutal. I mean, that's kind of this guy's entire job, so... You know, he did it well. Does the wizard guy respawn? I don't remember. If he doesn't, then clearing back up to the boss shouldn't be all that difficult. Or I could always just do send skip, but I don't think that would be very fitting for the run either. Oh, so a long time ago, back when I was playing modded versions of this game, I was playing this one mod that made it so every boss you fight gives you another debuff. So it was called the Scorched Contract. And so normally it basically just makes it so that you have to play the game differently and it makes the game harder as you go along. But the way I took it was try to beat the game by killing the fewest mosses possible, because then you would build up the least number of debuffs. And so I actually ended up looking through every single like exploit in the entire game, and I skipped probably 50% of the entire game's bosses. Although I ended up not being able to win because I had too many, and I left the 4 kings for last, and personally they're like the hardest of the bosses, so I ended up with so many debuffs that I couldn't beat them. So it was unfortunate, but I beat like 99% of the mod. It's got to count for something. So the plan is, I gotta DPS the first guy down before the second guy even spawns. I don't know if that's possible with this weapon, but that's the plan. Because alone, they're not all that difficult. That flame breath guy just sitting in the back, bathing the entire arena, is quite troublesome. Oh no. And there we go. Completely roll caught me on that. We'll get him next time. Cause yeah, if I was just a few hits away from killing that first guy, and then everything gets easier. But I still don't really have any useful faith spells. I mean, other than being able to heal, which saves Estus, but doesn't do much other than that. And you can't even really use the spell in that fight because the spell takes like 3 times as long to cast as it takes to just drink an Estus. Man, that buckler has a lot of stability. Alright. Like, all the other dudes with the bigger shields don't last 1 hit with their guard up against the weapon, and then this guy just has this tiny little buckler and somehow takes 2 full hits without losing his guard at all. There we go. Almost a flawless victory through them. Certainly, the game will get quite easy if I can manage to get Sunlight Blade. Because I think in the second half of the game, pretty much every boss is weak to lightning. Okay. Let me drink, please. Yeah, now they're in the wombo combo stance, and not much I can do about them. Except running. Running very fast usually works. Did you wanna... Don't reach me, don't reach me. Okay. Now they're both spitting fire. What am I supposed to do against that? Yeesh. Don't reach me, don't reach me, don't reach me. Okay. So close. One more hit on that one gargoyle, and I'll be home free. Get in there as the fire's ending, and he dodged. Okay. Run around. Yeah, now, unless I absolutely mess everything up, I should win. Yeah. Okay. We'll just pretend that that's how it went the first time. that I'm just the best Dark Souls player ever to live on this plane of existence. Sadly, I did die twice in a row without getting my stuff back, so I lost those 2 humanities. Quite unfortunate. 'Cause you know, streaming it makes it so I can't exactly just farm rats in the depths for a few hours and get a million humanities. First bell. Done. Record time, too. Not world record time, but... Although maybe. Because generally, actually, world records do the send skip, and they Because I guess that's the world record with glitches. There's probably a glitchless world record out there that would not allow the send skip. Because, you know, the whole process of ringing both these bells is just to open the gate to Sen's Fortress, and if you can just bypass that, the whole first part of the game is done. Hello, good sir.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Careem, the Pardon. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
Yeah, I've never actually used this guy for anything other than the gesture. 'Cause I think he's
Thou art welcome, and you deserve
he's like a PvP person. I think he makes it so that you can accuse people of invading you, and then they get invaded more or something. I don't know. The Dark Souls 1 PvP system isn't something I've ever really looked into heavily. Oh, but I do know, at least I think, that he sells purging stones, because I think I got cursed one time and had to go to him to buy a purging stone for that. Of course, in Dark Souls 2, I'm gonna need more than a purging stone, because every death curses you, essentially. So that's gonna be fun. That's something to look forward to for the next game. Alright, so we did half of this. Now we either need more Titanite to upgrade the weapon, or we need to go straight for Blight Town to ring the second bell. Which I might want to hold off on the Blight Town for the moment and just try to upgrade my weapon to like +5 or something before going down there. Because that place is a bit scary. Let's see. Strength. Faith. I need 25 faith to get my first faith spell that damages things. And that might be worthwhile. So yeah, let's invest up to 20. Now let's go all in on faith until we get to 25. Get that lightning spear, which I'm not even sure how much I'll use it, but it'll be nice to have some sort of other damage type to lean on, and a ranged attack as well. Alright, see you later, Andre. Alright. Now this guy is a tough customer. I've fought him many, many times. He's killed me probably about as many times as the gargoyles have. He's just, I mean, he's kind of a wimp except for the jump attack, which has a lasting hitbox. So if you don't roll out of it, you get hit by it, which is quite annoying. But of course I also stand in the location that makes it so that he spams the jump attack, so it's kind of my own fault for that. Yeah, the last time I played this game, I was doing, just for my own benefit, I was doing a dagger only run, and that was quite enlightening. Because it's kind of the opposite of my usual playthrough, having, you know, great sword and all that good stuff. Just having to hit them with the tiny little dagger, and if something can't be bled, it's just impossible for me to kill it. But it was fun. I did indeed beat the whole game, just a dagger. It's pretty fun, pretty nice. Though, not really exciting enough to have any streams about it. Oh no. There we go, okay. That was almost bad. Too far. Oh, yeah. Really need to work on my depth perception in this game. My attacks can only go so far. I should probably go see Havel again. Gotta get this guy. He's gonna disappear. There we go. Not that I'm gonna be using Twinkling Titanite for this run, but you know, good to cover all your bases. But this time, we might only need to do 20 of the ripostes to kill Havel, rather than the 50 that it would have taken previously. That's a big improvement. And well, maybe with my increased health pool, I might be able to withstand an attack from him, though I wouldn't count on it. Alright, Havel. Your time is up. Alright, that's slightly more damage, I think. Yeesh. That one was almost too late. Oof. You know, it's probably a bad idea for me to just keep stabbing this guy with my sword. 'Cause, I mean, realistically, if you were trying to fight someone in stone armor... Oh yeah, we are killing Mountain Boy again. He, you know, I have a vendetta against him now because he killed me a few times. But we're doing well. Of course, now I've jinxed it, but, you know, it is what it is. We'll see if we can work through the jinx. Oh, but as I was saying, you know, if I were to be trying to hit him with a sharp weapon against his stone armor, okay then. Somehow that parry didn't do anything. Oh yes, I did. I leveled up, upgraded my weapon. Now we're doing big numbers, and I can one-hand my weapon and all that. There we go. Get danced on. Take his ring. Which actually, I should probably wield that because, let's see. Because I've been medium rolling, and now I can light roll. Where to now? Let's see. I do not want to fight the Hydra. That is not on my list of things that are fun. So I'm just not gonna stick around this area. I could kill the Black Knight down there. Is it a Silver Knight? No, it's a Black Knight. Okay. Yeah, I could go kill the Black Knight down here, because I've had a great... You know, because I've killed every Black Knight I've come up against. Especially that one in the tower that I totally didn't run away from and never kill. So I have a 100% success rate. %99 success rate. I probably should have run past him to the bonfire first before trying to fight him. And I probably shouldn't be fighting him on the ramp. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. It's like advancing in the opposite direction. Just never call it a retreat. Just say that's a strategic choice for the continued survival of you and your men. Well, this spear Black Knight isn't gonna know what hit him after he kills me like 3 or 4 times and then I kill him. Which means that by that point he probably will know very well what hit him because he's like probably sick of me, but you know. I'll win. I can respawn, he cannot, so in the end, what does that say about his chances of winning? I would say that drops him down to near 0 personally. But Void, speaking of Dark Souls 1, which we weren't, but now we are, I know Morg has mentioned a few times Dark Souls 1, but does she ever plan on playing it? You know, a lot of people nowadays are very enamored with Elden Ring, which makes sense because it's probably the best Dark Souls game out there, but certainly I would be interested in seeing her try Dark Souls 1, as it's very much a different beast. And actually, she might really like it because the parrying is actually really intuitive in this game. So she might go for the dagger. Oh gosh. I mean, I've certainly been waiting for Bloodborne to come to PC as well, but that is not something that a lot of people have been saying that's not going to happen, personally, but who knows? I sure hope it does. Because I don't have any consoles that can play Bloodborne, so the only way that I've ever played Bloodborne thus far was, and there's a cliff there. It was there's a I think it's like PlayStation Direct or something. Did he just jump off the cliff after me? I win? Yeah. Okay, well that would be very nice, because I would like an official PC version, because there's the PlayStation Direct thing where I was able to stream the PlayStation game of Bloodborne onto my PC, but it was always really laggy and not very well optimized at all, like controls wise, so it made it very difficult to play it. So I'd be very much open to getting a PC port for it. But I don't know if you saw, but the guy did drop the Black Knight Halberd, which really sucks, because that's like, people say that's like one of the best weapons in the game, and I can't use it because I'm going for this specific build. It just had to drop on this character. Not that I'm, you know, complaining exactly, because I mean, it's a great weapon. Alright, I'm gonna grab this bonfire down here, and then where should I go next? It's been a long time since I played this game. I guess Blighttown? That's like the only other place I can think to go. which you're gonna like Blighttown. That's it's a very fun place to be. Except not. I'm being very sarcastic. I am kind of excited to see more get to the Elden Ring version of Blighttown. That's gonna be it's an irritating zone, so I'm excited to see how she handles that. Oh yeah, and for this portion of the game, I can't teleport because, you know, Elden Ring you can teleport right off the bat, but in Dark Souls 1 you need to beat the hardest boss in the game before you can actually teleport anywhere. So I need to run manually between every bonfire if I want to get anywhere. Which, you know, kind of sucks, but it definitely makes you feel like you've earned the teleportation once you get it. It isn't just something they hand you right off the bat. But I'm not looking forward to fighting Ornstein and Smo, which is the hardest boss that I was telling you about. Those guys, they, I mean, some runs I have no issue with them, and other runs, they are like the absolute hardest bosses, and I can like die to them 5 or 6 times before making any progress. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be fun. Even getting to them I'm not looking forward to. I just keep remembering all the horrors I'm gonna need to face up ahead, and it's making me a bit hesitant to continue, but not much else to do other than carry on. And Sen's Fortress itself. Well, there's a lot of loot in Sen's Fortress, so there's at least that to look forward to. Oh, and actually something that makes this game more difficult that is quite good, I actually quite miss it in the other games, is that you can actually upgrade your armor. So it ends up that you need to farm a lot more, you know, upgrade materials, because you have 4 pieces of armor overall and you can upgrade all of them to plus 10, but it makes it so your defense actually scales over time throughout the game as you upgrade them, which is very nice. Maybe I should go back to the asylum. Loot is the true end game, yes. I mean, loot is what all true gamers strive for, so. Oh yeah, I was gonna head back to the asylum. My brain completely just did a reset, and I forgot everything that I just talked about. Happens to me quite often, surprisingly. I mean, speaking of memory, fun fact about me is that, you know how some people are really bad at remembering names, or other people are really bad at remembering faces? Well, I'm both. I cannot remember names nor faces. And it has made it so that multiple times throughout my life, I'll have met somebody, and then the next day, like even though I talked to them for 20 minutes the day prior, I just do not remember them at all. Like I could walk right up to them and they say hi, and I'm like, who is this weirdo? Why are they talking to me? Yeah, it kind of sucks, but you know, hopefully that won't affect my streaming at all. Yeah, it's kind of funny because I had to, like, while I was in school, I had to develop ways around it. So what I ended up doing is getting really good at recognizing certain either hairstyles, hair types, or clothing pieces. That is true, though. I do feel like a lot of people, when you stream, you kind of should, like, memorize people's names in chat so you know if you've seen them before. But if I can't memorize names very well, then it might take, like, 5 or 6 streams of someone being there consistently before I'll actually recognize them, which might be an issue. But yeah, in school I had a thing where, like, certain friends, I would recognize their haircut, or, like, if their hair is thin or a bit fuller, and then hair color, and sometimes, generally, when it comes to clothing pieces, I would recognize someone by their shoes, because that's the clothing piece you change the least. You know, like, you could see someone every day in a week, and they could be wearing a different outfit, but generally their shoes stay the same. So, yeah, that's torch hollows for you, anyway. So yeah, I had this one friend who always wore Converse, and then I had another friend that always wore Uggs. Like, I've never met anyone else in real life that wears Uggs, but she wore them every day. So, that's just how I remember people. So now I need to run back there, because... Really? Okay. I just jumped through the one hole that was in the floor there. It's a skill, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm just so good at falling into the one hole. There we go. But this side doesn't have a hole, so, you know, it should be impossible for me to fall down this time. Yeah, but if I can get past those torch hollows, then that should be the hard part done. And then I can fight the boss, which is the easy part. Though I'm not exactly sure if I'll be able to kill the boss anyways in my current state, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, this just came to mind, but one time, when I was leaving the asylum for the first time, I did like a jump roll right as I hit the loading zone that started the cinematic, and somehow that, like, set my character to not be available to be teleported, and I ended up staying at the asylum. Like, I was just instantly back here. So I don't know how the heck that happened. I've never been able to repeat it, but... Alright, as long as these guys don't do the charge attack, I'll be fine. If only I had a ranged weapon. Let me heal up, so hopefully if they do that, maybe it won't one-shot me. Alright, luck is on our side. Got past the first enemies. I could go to the bird nest, but I don't think I have any items to trade in there. So let's just try to get this bonfire over here, so I can start attempting the boss. I'm probably going to need to kill those guys again to get out of here. Not what I'm looking forward to, but we'll probably be fine. Now it's time to continue playing parrying simulator. Stab them right in the crotch, because, you know, that's just how we do around here. I like how it zoomed in on it too. It's just like right there, right under the chainmail too. Like, alright, he's almost dead, I believe. Oh, he's still alive. All right. He had that delay there. He was like, should I attack? He's parried every other attack I've thrown at him. Should I? Maybe I should just stand here. Maybe that's the safe option. Which, to be fair, that would make it very hard for me to beat him. Hey, look, it's Oscar, my friend. I should go say hi to him. Hey, Oscar, what are you doing? Oh. Yeah, this is probably the saddest mini boss in the game. Our buddy Oscar. We have to kill him. I guess we don't have to. We could just walk away, but what fun would that be? What fun is not killing all our friends? Oh gosh. Got a straight sword, so that he speeds past me very quickly. He had a family? I mean, I think the word that we're looking for here is had, as in no longer. Because I think once you go hollow, your family kind of abandons you. Plus, I mean, he willingly left his family to come here to pursue the legend of the Bells of Awakening and fulfilling the prophecy and all that. So, you know, I don't really blame myself. Obviously, I am going to assign myself as not the issue here. Now, let's destroy this spear guy. Wonder if I can parry him. There we go. Additionally, if you think about it, all of these hollows had families. At some point. I mean, most humans don't come about without a family. You know, I'm slaughtering them all. You know, I can't be particular about who I kill. That would just be a bit unfair. You know, equal opportunity slaughter. It's how you're supposed to do it. Hey, I can level up. Let's get more faith, so I can get one step closer to that ranged attack. Boss time. How do those guys survive the fall? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is a good situation I'm in right now. Now I can't heal because these guys are here. And he one-shot me. Okay. Yeah, did I mention this is a late game boss? You're not exactly supposed to be here this early. But, you know, we make do. His numbers may be big, but his attacks are predictable. That makes him easy. We'll kill those guys before going in. Get a cheeky heal in there. Look at that damage. I feel like I'm doing the broken sword run trying to kill the first boss. You're only doing like 1% of their health every hit. You just need to do a ton of running attacks to safely hit them 1,000,000 times. I mean, of course he'd have a grievance with me. I did escape his prison. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, that explosion reaches behind him quite heavily, so you need to not be right behind him whenever he does that. That explosion only about reaches in front of him, so as long as you're behind him a good ways, it won't hit you. Alright, I almost got 3 bubbles down. Yeah, I got him on the ropes. The one mistake, and I think he one-shots me. So let's avoid that if we can. Yeah, you just keep doing the butt blast. That's good for me because that's just a free attack I get to do. Never mind. Don't mind me. I knew that wasn't gonna hit me, totally. I wasn't scared. You're scared. You know, now that you mention it, I don't exactly know why these guys are here defending the prison. Like, are they just neutral demon entities that someone placed here as a guard to the prison? Or is it actually like a sentient being that knows it's like the guardian of the prison is trying to keep me from leaving? Yeah, it's a very good question as to why it's even fighting me. Because, yeah, none of this really seems worth all the effort he's putting in. You know, if I kill him, I get some upgrade materials, so it's definitely worth... Oh, I see. His wife left him. Let me guess. He asked for a cheeseburger in Plate Up. I hear a lot of people get divorced that way. We're almost halfway there. Just gotta keep at it. You know, instead of doing this run, I was gonna be playing Elden Ring today, but I decided against it because I was gonna be doing a incantations only run where you can't use melee weapons at all. You can only use the faith-based spells, and I actually practiced it quite a bit, and I learned, because I was fighting Margit, and I learned the exact number of spells I can get in on every single one of his attacks. So I knew, like, with his jump attack I could hit him 4 times pretty safely, and then with his slam attacks I could do it twice. I had it all memorized, but yeah, I decided against it, so now I'm whacking this guy. That is true. I would have needed a lot of Estus to be able to do that, but honestly, just with the starting Estus flasks, you have enough mana to be able to beat Margit with only spells, as long as you actually have a good you know, accuracy rating. Because if you end up missing a bunch of your attacks, then yeah, you're gonna run out of mana pretty fast. Well, that's new. Hey, Kaylin. It's going well. I'm, about 50 minutes into my fight with this guy, which is an exaggeration, but, you know, it is an incredibly long fight thus far. But I'll get him. Eventually. Oh no. Big explosion. Okay. I was worried I wouldn't have enough room to get back there, but I think I'm just a bit paranoid on the hitbox of that, because it seems to be a bit smaller than I originally anticipated. Yeah, I just gotta keep baiting out that explosion attack. And eventually... You know, I've noticed this guy doesn't do the side swipe attack as much as the original boss does. That's like one of his scariest attacks, and this guy just doesn't even do it. Almost there, just one more bubble. Hey, look, my souls. Don't know why I didn't pick those up earlier, but you know, I guess I was busy. Oh, that wasn't the explosion one? Oh. Yeah, that's the explosion one, okay. Yeah, because for a second I thought I was dead there, because I was way too far in front of him when he did that swing. If that had been the explosion attack, I probably would have died. Almost. Yeah. Okay. Easy game. First try. Well, second try, but I don't count the first one. Because, you know, he had other people accompanying him. It wasn't on his own strength that he beat me. Yes, Void, we beat the game. Congratulations. The credits are about to roll. Now we fight this guy. Means back to parrying simulator. That's good. Good to hear. I have been setting up the stream setup for like, for like a few months, so it's good to hear that it paid off. Alright, but I'll probably beat this guy and then be done for the day, because we've got some... Oh, thank you for the follow, Caitlin. But I've got some errands to run, so I'm going to be ending it sooner than normal. Finally, okay. That guy. He was scary. Okay. Yes, I do have some IRL bosses to fight, like getting groceries and eating. Very difficult things. I think I have all the assets I need for now, Kaylin, but should I need anything, I'll definitely keep you in mind. I mean, I did just start, because, you know, I probably should wait a while before I start investing any more into it, see if I actually get at all successful at this. But I'll get there. Just gotta keep streaming, keep killing bosses. I don't want to go past these guys again. And I wasn't two-handed, so I didn't even one-shot him. These guys are scarier than the boss. But if I can just... Oh no. The second I saw him take that pose, my life just flashed before my eyes. But I did it, okay. I'm the luckiest Dark Souls 1 player around, I guess, because that was assured demise if I had not hit him there. Alright, well, that's that little foray into madness. Time to head back to the regular game. Okay. For a second I thought I fell a lot farther than that, which would have been bad, because I have 20,000 souls on me. Get this item, get back to the bonfire. And then I'll probably be ending the stream. After leveling up, of course. Let's see. We want 3 more faith, and then the rest in vitality. There we go. Alright, well, I'll leave it there. I'll see you guys next time on my stream tomorrow, where I'll probably be doing more of this, and I might be streaming for a bit longer. So yeah, hope to see you there. Bye-bye.